Welcome back.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Today we're doing a deep dive into, well, something pretty specific. A three-stage approach from Eastern medicine for tackling severe stress-induced insomnia.
Yeah, it's about restoring balance, mentally and physically.
And we're really zeroing in on the mechanism behind this idea of water controls fire. Shukihu, right?
Exactly, Fukufu.
The whole mission seems to be engineering a kind of deep stillness. It's structured around release, restoration, and then integration.
A very precise journey.
Okay, so let's get to the root of it. According to the sources, what's the core imbalance we're actually trying to fix here?
Fundamentally, it's a conflict between the heart, which is fire, huo, and the kidney, which is water, shui.
Heart, fire, kidney, water, okay.
So severe chronic stress makes the heart hyperactive. That anxiety, restlessness, maybe a racing pulse when you try to sleep. That's excess fire flaring up.
Right. I can picture that heat rising.
And that rising fire, it naturally weakens the kidney's job, which is to calm and ground things. The water gets depleted, basically.
So the system's out of whack. You need regulation.
Strict regulation, actually. The idea is you have to boost the kidney's water energy to actively pull that excess heart fire down.
Pull it down.
Yeah, to induce deep sleep and soothe those core emotions tied to this imbalance, primarily anxiety and fear. The principle is firm. Water must control fire.
Okay, shuikeho. So let's break down this three-stage journey. Stage 1 is release and calming. What's the immediate aim?
Immediate security. It's about tackling that feeling of heat or tension in the chest, the pounding heart, maybe even feeling hot-headed when you lie down. First aid, essentially.
And how do you do that? The sources mention sound.
Yes, the sound design is crucial. It's engineered stillness. Think deep ambient drone music, very low-frequency instruments like contrabass, tuba, maybe deep pipe organ notes.
Low and slow.
Very slow, like 40 BPM. The whole concept is creating a descending energy field, physically pulling that agitated fire key downwards.
Huh. And specific frequencies. I saw mentions of 396 hertz for fear or 432 hertz for stability.
Exactly. Targeting fear relief is key here. The visual they use is the still deep sea, think deep indigo, almost black. Utter stillness.
Okay, so you get immediate calm, but that sounds temporary if the underlying issue isn't fixed.
Precisely. Temporary stillness isn't the end goal. That's why we move from control to building back up. Stage 2 is core restoration.
Replenishing the water.
Yes. Here we shift principles. We use metal generates water, Jin Sheng Shui. The idea is using the clarifying power of the lung, which is metal, to replenish the kidney's water reserves.
Metal generating water. And who needs this stage most?
This is really targeted at people with yin deficiency signs, things like restless sleep with lots of dreams, night sweats,
Okay.
and importantly, chronic low back or knee pain. The sources consistently link that kind of pain to a weak kidney meridian. It's not just structural, it's energetic depletion.
Interesting. So the sound changes too.
Definitely. The mood shifts. Think minimalist classical or maybe gentle folk. Clearer, higher tones like tubular bells, cello, harp. Sounds that evoke metal's clarity, purifying and feeding the water element. Often using frequencies like 528 hertz, sometimes called the miracle tone, or 639 hertz for connection.
All right, so we've calmed the fire, rebuilt the water. What's next? Stage 3, final integration. Feels like moving from rest to, what? Waking up?
Exactly, preventing stagnation.
Yeah.
After all that deep rest, you need to transition that stored energy into vitality. We use the water generates wood principle, Shui Shengwu.
Water feeds wood.
Right. Taking that deep stored kidney energy water and transforming it into the upward, decisive energy of the liver wood. It's about action.
Turning fear into forward movement.
Precisely. Transforming latent fear, or that heavy, sluggish feeling, into positive action, willpower. This helps if you struggle to wake up, feel heavy, or maybe deal with stagnant emotions like irritability, which is often linked to liver wood energy.
So the sound lightens up again.
Yeah, it becomes the sound of a new day. Maybe a gentle waltz or light new age feel. Flute, clear piano, light percussion. Promoting decisiveness, breaking cycles, often uses frequencies like 639 hertz again, or 417 hertz for facilitating change.
Okay, putting it all together for the listener, what does this mean for you? It's not random music. It sounds like a really precise, maybe 45-minute energetic sequence.
It is. First, use water to hit the fire hard, that's a release.
Right.
Then use metal to rebuild the water foundation restoration. Finally, use that stronger water to nourish wood for positive action integration.
And bringing it back to something tangible, you mentioned the physical links several times.
Yes, and this is maybe the key takeaway. Notice how often the sources connect chronic physical issues, especially that persistent lower back or knee pain, directly to the kidney meridian's health.
Which is linked to water and the emotion of fear.
Exactly. So it raises a really provocative question for you. Could managing some of that stubborn physical discomfort actually start with rebalancing your internal fire and water? By addressing that deep-seated fear and restoring a sense of safety, could you unlock not just better sleep, but maybe even ease that chronic pain and find more energy to move forward?
We'll explore more next time.